What causes a fire so powerful it consumes everything in its path? Is it nature's way of resetting the balance, or are humans responsible for fueling the flames? Within minutes, a peaceful forest can turn into an unstoppable inferno. Entire towns wiped out, lives lost. And yet, not all fires are accidents. Some are set on purpose. The real question is, are forest fires a natural disaster or a human-made catastrophe? Forest fires have been shaping landscapes for millions of years. Some ecosystems even depend on them. But in recent decades, the intensity and frequency of these fires have skyrocketed. Today, we're breaking down the science, the history, and the devastating truth behind the world's deadliest wildfires. Let's start with nature. Fire has always been part of the ecosystem. Certain plants, like the lodgepole pine, actually need fire to reproduce. Some forests rely on periodic burns to clear out dead vegetation, making way for new growth. Indigenous communities have known this for centuries, using controlled burns to maintain the balance of nature. But here's where things take a turn. Wildfires today aren't just natural events. The Amazon, California, Australia, year after year, record-breaking fires are destroying millions of acres. Scientists agree something has changed. First, there's climate change. Rising temperatures mean drier forests, longer summers mean longer fire seasons, and with every passing year, conditions are getting worse. A dry forest is like a giant box of matches, just waiting for a spark. Second, human activity plays a massive role. Over 80% of wildfires are started by people, either accidentally or deliberately. Campfires left unattended, power lines sparking in high winds, arson, even something as small as a broken bottle magnifying sunlight. These tiny acts can lead to devastation. In 2018, the deadliest wildfire in California's history, the Camp Fire, was caused by faulty electrical equipment. It wiped out an entire town in hours. And then there's deforestation. When forests are cleared, the remaining land dries out faster, making it even more vulnerable to fire. The Amazon, often called the lungs of the earth, is burning at an alarming rate. Not just because of climate change, but because of illegal land clearing for farming and cattle ranching. In some cases, fires are started on purpose, to make space for agriculture. But once they start, they don't always stop. Beyond deforestation, urban expansion is another critical factor. As cities and towns grow, they push deeper into wildfire-prone areas, creating what experts call the wildland-urban interface. Homes built too close to forests are at higher risk of being engulfed in flames when fires inevitably occur. Without proper land planning and fire-resistant building materials, these areas are essentially time bombs waiting to go off. This raises the biggest question: can we stop these fires, or are we too late? The answer isn't simple. Fire suppression tactics, like building fire breaks and dropping water from helicopters, help control active fires, but they don't prevent new ones from starting. Some experts argue that we should actually let more fires burn, controlled burns, like indigenous communities used for centuries, to prevent fuel buildup. But in places with extreme drought, even controlled burns can spiral out of control. Then there's prevention. Stricter regulations on land clearing, better management of electrical infrastructure, and stronger firefighting resources could help. More investment in early detection technology, like satellite monitoring and AI-driven fire prediction systems, could provide crucial early warnings before fires spread out of control. Some regions have even started using drones to track wildfires in real time, providing invaluable data to firefighters on the ground. But ultimately, if climate change continues to accelerate, so will wildfires. And right now, we're not moving fast enough to stop it. So, are wildfires nature's fury or human neglect? The truth is, both. Fire has always been part of the natural cycle, but human activity has turned it into a crisis. With climate change, poor land management, and reckless human behavior, we're seeing bigger, deadlier fires every year. And unless we take serious action, the worst is yet to come. If you found this eye-opening, stick around for the next video. You won't want to miss it.